Hello, we are Jess and Isabel, and we will talk about a very hot topic concerning Spanish labor law and social security. Breaks, which is also known as rest periods, leave, including paid annual leave and paid leave of absence, and finally, other special cases such as family reconciliation rights.
Let's first talk about breaks and rest periods. At work, you're entitled to 15 minutes of rest if you have a working day of 6 hours or longer. Additionally, everyone is entitled to 12 consecutive hours of rest per 24-hour period. This is the time to go home and then go to sleep. And finally, looking at weeks, everyone is allowed 36 hours uninterrupted rest, to which the 12 hours after the working day have to be counted. This is your weekend. As some jobs require longer working weeks than 7 days, this can also be replaced by looking at a 2-week period where you're entitled to 72 hours of rest plus the 12 hours daily rest within 14 days. Let's now look at paid annual leave. Everyone is entitled to 33 days, which are added to the 14 public holidays everyone already has. These days cannot be replaced by a paid allowance, meaning they can't be bought off by the employer, and the employer has to pay their employee the same amount they would receive if they continued working. Additionally, both employee and employer have to agree when the leave is taken. Looking at the 30 days again, these can be split up into smaller chunks, but there has to be a minimum of 2 uninterrupted weeks taken by the employee. According to the Merino Gomez case of 2004, an employer cannot deny paid annual leave on the basis that paternal leave has already been taken in the same year, and the same holds true for sick leave as decided in the Schultzhoff case of 2009. Paid leave of absence is also closely defined. Employees are allowed to take this based on different needs, including personal, such as marriage, allowing a minimum of 15 days leave, family, including the birth of a child and the death, serious injury, hospitalization, or surgery of a close relative, and public duties. These rights can of course be expanded upon by collective or individual agreements.
Moving on to another topic, unpaid leave of absence, the suspension of the employment relationship. The Spanish labor law defines a series of situations in which employees do not work and therefore do not receive a salary. However, they keep their job position. This can be done by those affected by sickness, maternity and paternity leave, women's health concerns due to job duties during pregnancy and breastfeeding, and domestic violence against women. Next, special cases. Night work and shift work. A night worker is an employee whose job is mostly done during the night shift between 10 p.m. and 6 a.m. Companies operating during the night must inform the labor authorities. Workers are entitled to special legal considerations for health and safety reasons and are paid a higher salary than a comparable work during the day. Shift work applies to those jobs that are services that run 24/7, such as hospitals and policemen. Finally, family-related working time rights. There are some reconciliation rights related to working time reduction and suspension rights. Those who have children under 8 or a family member under their care without being engaged in paid work can choose by how much they reduce their working hours. There is a proportional reduction in the salary. These rights can be realized by parents with children under 9 months for feeding time when those children are hospitalized right after birth and when they have minors with long-lasting illnesses and must be taken care of by them. And finally, by terrorism and gender violence victims. Thank you for watching. We were Jessler and Isabel.